Hello again everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. My name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and as you can probably guess from the things on my desk, I'm here today to carry on working on my St Patrick's Day journal. This is a design team project for Sunny Creates, and I'll leave all the information below. But the bits I'm using at the moment are not from her kit, but the majority of the journals are. Now, when I was with you last, I don't know if you remember me saying, or I don't know what order these videos are going up in, but I was recording a video and I'd quickly printed another one of these sheets of tags because I wanted to use this little man. And I started the video and I realised that my printer was still going upstairs, and I thought, what's it printing? I only wanted one page printed. What's it still doing? 20 of these it printed. All on different types of paper because I hadn't set it up. You know, I didn't want it doing that, so it wasn't set to do that. So I think we're going to have a lot of sort of decorative elements cut out of these throughout the journals. So yes, 20 pages. What a waste. Never mind. These, I think I mentioned in one of the previous videos that these pages, I have got them full size in the journal. Where did I get them from? I think it was, I want to say it was Antique Papery, but I will double check and leave the information for all of these things in the description box below. So I printed some of these out, like 4 to a page, to make journal cards with, and I thought, I keep threatening to do something with these ladies, don't I? I thought these ladies might go on some of these, you know, on these plainer ones perhaps. So that's where I'm going to start today. I don't know how far we're going to get. I don't know if we're going to do anything else. I just don't know. So let's get a couple of the, oh, I think I only printed these out once. I really want them so I can put the same, I can make the same for each journal. Never mind, we'll worry about that another day. So yeah, I think she might look quite nice on there. Oh, I'm going down too low, aren't I? My camera's not in quite the right place, I don't think. Hold tight, everybody, you might get a bit seasick. Wonder if that might be a bit better. Because I do tend to pull my work towards me and I can't get any closer to the table, so I want to take a little bit more. I fussy cut her very quickly while I was on screen the other day, so I need to just tidy her up a bit. So how are you all? I hope you are all well and happy. It's another very wet day here today. It's very wet, very grey. It's not very pleasant, not very warm in here. It's not a dog walking day, so Max is here in the background, just to warn you. If you haven't been here before, I have a mad Sprocker Spaniel named Max who has severe anxiety issues. So when he hears anything or sees anything, he goes a bit bonkers. I do try and anticipate it when I'm videoing, but I'm not always successful. So if you suddenly hear lots of barking, I do apologise. I'll try and pause the video as quickly as I can if he does bark. I try to record when he's not here, but I'm just really behind with everything at the moment. I just don't have enough hours of the day to do everything that I want and need to do. So there you go. Now, I did say I fancied trying to make a picture of Guinness for this lady to hold instead of this great big piece of cheese. But I can't quite work out how I would do that. I haven't spent any time. I mean, I could probably find something lying around the house, to be honest, because my husband drinks Guinness, so I'm sure we have some image of Guinness somewhere. Probably wouldn't be quite the right size though, but Right, so she's trimmed a little bit better. So it's a bit shiny, this paper, so I hope the light's not reflecting off it too much on camera. It is for me, but I hope it's not on camera. So what do we want to go with her? Do we want anything to go with her? Do we want some lace going on? I don't know. I hadn't got that far, had I? What have I got here? I've got this piece of embroidery here that I keep pulling out to use on things. No, don't think that's quite right. I've got some crochet trim here, but this is very wide. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't know what I want. I don't know if I just want her flat on there, to be honest. I think I do need to ink this, and do I want around the corners? Let's have a bash and see what it looks like. I might just do the little roundy corners. So what are you all working on at the moment? Anything exciting? I've had an exciting morning. My dress arrived. I mentioned my dress, I think, in the last video. The last video I recorded. As I say, I don't know what order these are all going to go up in, because I am trying to get a bit ahead of myself at the moment. The dress that I had ordered, which I think I'm going to wear for my daughter's wedding, arrived this morning. So I've tried it on, and actually I was worried because I've put on a bit of weight. I was worried that it might not fit, and it's actually a little bit on the large side. I'm just wondering if I could cover the cheese up with maybe one of these clocks, but they're not quite the right size. I'm just having a rummage to see what I've got here that I might want to pop on there. Yes, I've put it on and it looks nice. I think it might need to be taken in a little bit, which I was not expecting. I was expecting to have to get a bigger size, and then if I lost weight, to have it taken in. But yeah, it's a little bit on the large side. I'm just wondering if I could cut out, I wonder how big, as I've got so many of these, just wondering if this little chap's hat might be a fun thing for her to be holding, but I'm not sure if it's quite the right size. So let's just get a rough idea. So yes, that was quite a nice surprise. It's just not big enough to cover the cheese, but I quite like that. I'm going to see how it looks if I actually fussy cut it properly. So yes, I've got my hat, and no, I don't have my hat. I'm cutting out my hat. Oh, I could wear a hat like that for the wedding, couldn't I? That'd be lovely. The only thing I was sure of when I started my outfit hunt, I definitely want a nice big statement hat. I love wearing hats, and it's not often these days you get the chance to wear a hat, is it? So as soon as it sort of fell in that I am the mother of the bride, I still can't believe that, I thought, yes, what a brilliant excuse to wear a lovely big hat. So I know that I want to wear a great big hat. And I have arthritis in one of my feet, my toes, caused by a hockey accident when I was at school. I broke my toe, and for the last, well, I was still wearing nice shoes when my youngest was christened, and then I think I could still manage to wear low heeled shoes when my youngest did her Holy Communion. That she would have been, I think they're 8 when they do that. Yeah, there's not quite, it needs, I need to cover the rest of that up with something, don't I, if I want that hat on there. Oh dear. I don't know why I'm either getting Jamiroquai or Keith Lemon vibes from this hat. So yes, I have not been able to wear nice shoes, say for the last 15 years, maybe a bit less. And obviously the older I get and the heavier I get, the worse it's got. So I was very concerned about, you know, because in my head, Mother of the Bride is a nice, you know, smart outfit with court shoes. You know, that's my generation. That's what I've sort of grown up thinking. Or I've been, I don't know, you just get ideas, don't you, as you go through life. You get these silly ideas about how things should be. So I was a bit concerned because I can't wear nice shoes, and my go-to is flip-flops in the summer and boots in the winter and trainers. And even those, all of those hurt my feet after a while. There is nothing I can wear sort of all day and all night. But once the wedding's over and we're, you know, partying, I can take my shoes off if I want, so I'm not worried about that bit. But for the ceremony and the photos, you know, I want to look nice. So I was really worried about what I was going to wear on my feet. So in my head, because, that's what I was getting back to, because I had in my head I was going to have to wear something smart, you know, with, you know, like a, I don't know, knee length, maybe mid sort of calf length, depending on the outfit. And then I thought, they're not getting married in church, so it's a bit more relaxed. They get married at, you know, it's actually a wedding venue. I'm really sorry I'm faffing so much with this. I just can't find what I want. So I decided I was going to go long and floaty, or I thought I'll try something long and floaty and see how I feel about that. So I have got a long floaty dress, but it's all sequined, so it's going to sparkle in the sunshine. And I said to my mum when we were up in London, do you know what? I think I'm just going to embrace the fact that I can't wear nice shoes. I'm going to wear trainers underneath, maybe bling them up a bit with some diamante or something. Or I might just go for like flat silver flip-floppy sandal type things. I don't know what I think about that. I was thinking, you know, the lace, Irish lace. I want to play with this hat and it won't work. What can I do, people? I'm rummaging on my desk to see if I've got anything else that I could pop behind it. I'm not seeing anything that's working. So this, she had the hat and something else. Ah, maybe a hat and a clock. Maybe she could be holding both. Got a clock here that's got a pot of gold on it. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to ink that up, wasn't I? I haven't done that yet either. Oh, it's because I'm in wedding mode, aren't I? I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm thinking about dresses. So yes, I have my dress that I'm pretty sure I'm going to wear. So now I need to find a nice big hat. No idea what colour I'm going to go for. My dress is silver grey, which is the colour that the groomsmen are wearing a silver grey suit. And there we go, maybe she could be holding the hat and the clock with the pot of gold, looking for the leprechaun. Might help if I had the clock up the right way, I suppose. Maybe we could do that, stick those together. So what I want to do is cut round this lady's hands and arms. I don't know if I dare go in between her fingers. Let's just start off going round, and I'll go back to her fingers afterwards. Oops. My daughter wants my husband and me to walk her down the aisle together. So in my head, I thought she might want me, and also the groom's mum is going to walk. We think she's going to walk down the aisle with my granddaughter, who's a flower girl, in case my granddaughter gets stage fright and doesn't want to walk down on her own. So I thought that my daughter would want, again, it's, you know, just the way I have come to view how weddings should be, I suppose. I thought she would want me and her mum-in-law to be in complementary colour. I don't, you know, I didn't think she'd want us wearing the same colour as the bridesmaids. But I thought she might want us in shades of the wedding colours. You know, because if you've got the bridesmaids in their bridesmaids' dresses, and then you've got the groom and the groomsmen, you know, with their complementary ties and pocket squares to match the bridesmaids. So then I thought she might want me and the mother of the groom to be in possibly different shades of the same colour as the bridesmaids are wearing. But she said she didn't care what we wore. But I was thinking, if she's having us walking down the aisle for different reasons, I would want, if it was my wedding, to sort of, for it all to be colour coordinated. But it's not my wedding, obviously. It's not my business. That's just what I expected. But then when I said to her, what colour do you want me to wear? She said, oh, I'd like you to wear blue. And my sister said I should wear blue. And actually my youngest daughter said, you should wear blue, Mum. It's obviously a colour that suits me. And the dress I found, I thought was blue when I first saw the picture of it. But obviously with the lighting online, you can't really tell. It said it's actually silver. So I ordered it, and I thought if it's a really sort of dark grey silver, it might be too dark for what I want. But I was hoping it would come and it would be like a bluey silver. You know, sometimes silver can look pale blue, can't it? I was hoping that that would be the case, because they all wanted me to wear blue. But it's not. It's a proper sort of silvery grey. It's nice. It's sparkly. I hope the sun's shining. It's a summer wedding, so I'm hoping the sun will shine, but obviously it could be pouring with rain. But if it is a nice day and it's not raining, the wedding will be outside. So I wanted something with a bit of sparkle, you know, so it catches the light. But I need my daughter to see it on me to make sure it's not too bridal, because it's sparkly, and I know she hasn't got her dress yet. She's hoping to have something with a little bit of sparkle in, not too much. She doesn't want too much, but she wants a little bit. Right, how would I arrange these? That's what I was sort of thinking of doing. It took me a long time, but I think I've got there now. So I'm going to, I need to get these in place so they're wide enough to cover up the gaps behind her. I'm going to stick these two things together where they are. I'm not sure how well this is going to glue. I have used these ladies before on things, so I must have glued them, but I haven't used them for a long time for some reason. So I can't remember if I had a problem gluing them. I just expect to have a problem gluing them because they're that shiny paper. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just sticking this clock to this hat to make them wide enough together to fill the space between her arms. I've got glue on my mat now because I've been very naughty and didn't use my glue mat or any glue pages. So I need to move this light over. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to move that light a bit so it's not quite so, I don't know if it's causing you problems, but I can't, it's reflecting and I can't see what I'm doing. Right, let's put the pin back. Now, I wanted to put a little bit of ink around this before I started. And it is very white on the back, but I'm going to leave that because obviously it's for journaling on, so I think it will be okay. Got silver bits of paper stuck on there now. Right, are we there? Oh, I've got my writing up the right way. I was just making sure of that as well. Now, do I want to try and, she's got a little bit needs snipping there. And then where's my green dauber? It's over there. I'm going to try and get a little bit of ink on her edges, but I don't know how well that will happen. So I've got my next lot of bits to make for the wedding, and I've also got things to make for my job, my business. So I'm not getting a lot of time at the moment for crafting. I thought I'm going to have a day today, have a day off. I'm just going to spend it crafting. And tomorrow, I hope I'm in frame still, tomorrow I'll get on with everything else as it's such a horrible day out there. So right, we've got those all in the right place now. I'm just wondering the best way to do this. I think I'm just going to start, I want her to come down a bit because I don't want to cut a bit of her hat off, I don't want to cut her head off. I know I'm going to have to trim her arms, but that's okay. And I think I'm going to use the art glitter glue and see how that goes. The other thing I meant to do was, and I'm really sorry if this is reflecting the light because it is silver on the back. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to put some gold thread in my machine and see how it works, whether the machine will play nice with the gold thread, because I've got some lovely metallic threads, and I think I've tried them in my machine before, and I think I remember having a bit of trouble, but I'm not 100% certain. So I wanted to thread up my machine and try the, you know, just do a few test runs to see how the machine played with the gold thread, and if it worked nicely. I thought I might do all gold stitching in this journal, you know, like and we'll have a thread of gold running through the journal, or the journals, which I thought would be nice, and sort of relevant with leprechauns and pots of gold and St. Patrick's Day. So right, this does seem to be grabbing okay at the moment. Sorry if my fingers are in the way. I'm trying to hold everything in place as I lift and glue so that there's no gaps when I've finished. Oops. Where's my wipe? Get rid of that. Let's just do her. I didn't cut one of her fingers off, but it looks like she's got a finger missing. But I was very careful. I know I didn't cut her finger off, so it must have been like that in the first place. I'm going to check the other one of these I've got in a minute and have a look. So I did have them all out. This one I haven't cut yet. Oh, this one had a banner over it, so you can't see it anyway, but it looks the same. Looks like the poor lady has a finger missing. So that's on there like that. Let's just give that a minute to grab. I might do a bit of burnishing on the back. And then if these journal cards do get dirty on the back at any point as I'm working on the journal, you know, which is likely when you're using inks and things, I'll just cover them later, cover the backs later. Right, okay. I need a bit more down here. Still doing this on my mat. I'm being very naughty, aren't I? Need a little bit up there, perhaps. I love using these ladies. Don't know why I haven't used them for so long. I think she looked fabulous. I love that. I love the way that's come out. I'm really pleased with it. Sometimes it is worth spending a bit of time faffing, even though it might be a bit boring for you to watch. And I'm sorry if it is. But this is the way I work, so I'm sure there are other people that faff as much as I do. Maybe not. But I like to think so. It makes me feel better. Come on, lift up. I know you need a little bit more glue under there. I can't do it if you don't come up, can I? And then this seems to be sticking better than I was expecting, so that's good. Right, let's just trim these edges off. Probably be a good idea to do these off camera so that you're not getting dazzled by these silver foil. But there she is, my lady, looking for her leprechaun with his clock, with his bag of gold there, and his leprechaun hat. Need a bit more down there. So at least we've done one. Right, Do we want to try and do another lady while we're here? This lady is a bit smaller, she's less wide. So I'm wondering, all the other pieces I think I have are like landscapey, or I've got pictures in the middle. So I'm wondering if she might work on one of those. We'll have a quick look and see. Oh, Karen's buffing. This is very slippery, this paper. It's very thin and very slippery. So it can be a bit tricky to work with. I don't like to make my life easy. You know, why use digis printed on nice, sturdy card when you can wash out a crisp packet and fiddle around trying to cut silver foil, slippery silver foil? You know, which option would you choose? Sorry for sticking my finger in your face, lady. Right. So because she's on the edge, like most of us, no, Karen, you're speaking for yourself. Because she's got a straight line there, I'm thinking that we could perhaps pop her on the edge of something. So if we've got one that's got like a narrower, maybe one of these, and she could go down in the corner, you know, with the view behind her. Although this shape's a bit odd, so we're going to have to stick something on there, aren't we? So which piece do you think she looks better on? She could go on there. Or on there. I think she might blend in with this darker background too much, so I think I'll pop her on here. So, what are we going to pop there now? Do we do another clock, or should we find something else? What else have we got on these silly printouts? It'd be nice to cut out the letters and stick them on, but they'd be too big, so that's not an option. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'll tell you what I have got. I've got some, I don't know, I can't remember if I showed you or not. I've got some children here. Oh, I've also got these, they'd be too big. I've got some little children. Oh, I've got some tickets, haven't I? Oh, maybe we could just pop a ticket there. Let's have a look at one of them. Oh, should we go for the luck of the Irish, a horseshoe? I was just wondering whether to try and use my circle punch to cut these corners, but I think it would be too big, so let's just do a bit more scissor work. I do need the practice, so. Oh, I think there's some words in this kit as well. Let me see if I can find some words. There's the labels. I'm sure there were words somewhere. I'm sorry I'm rummaging off camera, but I'm trying to keep the bit of desk I'm working on clear, so that it's easier to see what I'm doing. I'm sure there was a page, but there's my little children. Can you see them? Can you just see them? Bugs, where are you? Sorry, I've gone quiet, haven't I? Max is being a good boy today, isn't he? He's just got up on the settee behind me and gone to sleep. Right. Let's see how this looks. She could have her ticket to get on the bus and go and paint the town green. Yep, that's what she's gonna do. Right, where's my corner rounder? Right in front of me. Let's do these corners again. This poor corner rounder has definitely earned its keep over the last couple of weeks. I made 40 wedding invitations. I think it was 40. Pretty sure it was 40. And they all had 1, 2, 3. I think it was 5 pieces of paper inside, and each piece of paper had its corner rounded. So what's that? 200 bits of paper? 200 corners rounded, whatever. It was a lot of corner rounding going on, and my little corner rounder worked beautifully for most of the time. So it's definitely earned its keep over the last few weeks. Right, can we get? Oh, I'm covering that up anyway, aren't I? So. Oops. Oh, I'll tell you what else I'd like. I'd like to cut out a shamrock to put on her hat. I wonder if I've got one small enough amongst all these bits and pieces. Oh, this light's really annoying me, but if I turn it off, I can't see anything. It's too dark. But the reflection on this. Right, I'm going to stick her down there, and I'm just going to go for it and see if this... I'm really sorry for the reflection. If it's dazzling you, it's dazzling me. I'm going to put her straight across the bottom because her bottom is straight. Although her side isn't straight, she's sort of slanted in a little bit. But it's not wonky, it is the way she was. So I might, no, put it over too far. It needs to go on the edge. I'm going to do this over here, hopefully it won't dazzle you. Right, let's try again. I am going to put her on the edge, and then I'm going to cut the excess off where she's overhanging because she's not straight. So we put her there like that. Then we're going to have her bus ticket. I'm covering up all of that landscape. Aren't I? This looks a bit odd there if I don't cover it up. Let me see if I've got something smaller. I've got some bits here that I had bought from Which Craft Do You Do, and they're all in different colours. So I've pulled out the green sheets when I first started this. The thing is, I like the idea of the bus ticket. Where would my tickets be? Just bear with me a moment. I'm going to go and see if I can find my tickets. Are we on? Are we on? Testing? Testing? Right, I'm back. I've got my little pot that I have some tickets here. So if I've got something in the right colourway, I don't want to put 30 cents on because she's in Ireland. She's not in the US. Those ones. I think they're actually, again, they're not in English or Irish. I think they're cinema tickets. Don't know what language it is, but if I put one of those on there, then you can still see a little bit of that lovely. Oh. If I put that on there, I could pop that up there, couldn't I? I'm in frame, aren't I? Right, well, we're definitely only going to want one of these. We don't need to use two. So let's pop that one back. Sorry, little ticket, you can go on something else. Yeah, I think I like that. So she's gone on the bus. And she's going to go to the pictures and paint the town green. I'm just using the art glitter glue down here again because some of it's going to overlap that foil paper. So I know you can still see a bit of that down there, but we might get a shamrock or something on there in a minute. And then this one can just go on with, what's this stuff? Glue stick, that's the one. Where's my mat? Where's my mat gone? Oh well. Lost my glue mat. I don't try and put this down, it will go everywhere. Go all over the table, all over my mat, and make a big mess. Right, so we're painting the town green there. And then I just want to quickly look and see if I can see a little shamrock or two. As my printer's printed all these things out, I might as well use them, mightn't I? just deciding whether I want to. Let's have a look and see what this... Maybe even 3. Max, no. Come on, Max, in your bed. Sorry. Hello again. Well, I thought while he was having his little barky session, I would cut out the shamrocks while I had the camera paused, so you didn't have to sit and watch me do that. So, what I was thinking was this one that was at the edge of the tag, I could pop that down there, and that will hide, you know, that funny angle of the bottom of her there. So I could pop that one there. And then I wondered if this little tiny one might go on her hat, perhaps. Why not? There's no such thing as too much in a junk journal. So we'll have that one down there. And I'm just literally, whatever's left on this dauber, I'm just going around just to try and give it a little bit of extra definition on the edges and hide any white, because these particular ones were printed on just normal 80, it might even be 75 GSM copy paper. So these will probably go on with glue stick. Okay, well, I'm sure they'll go on with glue stick. Okay, well, I'm not sure about this one because it's going on that silver foil paper, but we'll have a go and see what happens. Actually, this one's going to be a bit on the silver foil as well, but if they start lifting and I think they're not going to stick, I'll just go back in with the art glitter glue and get the little tip under there and get some glue in there. So that's that. Let's cut those overhanging bits off and tidy the edge up. Might need my snips to just get in there. Okay, so it took quite a while, but we did make 2 tags. Where did I put the other one? Under here. So there's our 2 crisp packet ladies. So as I say, this is a design team project, the 2 journals for Sunny Creates. I edge that in. But the bits I've used today, the clock, the hat, the shamrocks and the quote were from Sunny Creates. The background pages, I believe, were from Antique Papery, but I will leave something in the comments below. The ticket was from my stash and the ladies were from a crisp packet. So there you go. We have 2 tags ready for one of the journals. Obviously I need to repeat the same sort of process so that I've got stuff for both journals. Is that overhanging down there? I think it is. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that wasn't too painful to watch. Hope you've enjoyed watching me create. Maybe you crafted along, and I'll be back again with you to do something else in another couple of days. In the meantime, look after yourselves, take care and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye.